Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So what's new? Now, if you've been online for the last 24 hours, and now this depends on your algorithm, your FYP, right? You might have seen the story, okay? What are we talking about? We're talking about Dabota, Diadem, and Churchill. Now, a brief introduction about these people. Who is Diadem? Diadem, whose real name is Adiola Chizoba Adeyemi. She's a Nigerian beauty entrepreneur. She's a content creator and a reality TV personality. Now, she is the founder of Beauty by AD, and many people also know her from the Real Housewives of Lagos. And now we have Dabota Lawson. Dabota is a former beauty queen. She's an entrepreneur and founder of Dabota Cosmetics. She's also one of the women who joined the Real Housewives of Lagos in its third season. So these are not, two women who just randomly met online and started fighting yesterday. No, 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 no. Okay. Now, this issue started with these two women, Dabota and Diadem. Now, from what has been reported, the current drama started when Diadem came online talking about what she described as a, hate train and smear campaign against her. And this is where she brought Dabota into the conversation. Diadem talked about an alert of 5 million naira that Dabota had sent her. Now, according to Diadem, she had initially posted the money and hyped Dabota because she believed it was a gift. You know, all this kind of thing. My friend gifted me and all blah, blah, blah. But she said that shortly afterwards, she was told that the money was actually girl's game and that she needed to return it. So you get what I'm saying? Fake life. So you see, this is what we call audio money. So audio money, sorry. So these are the things happening. You know, when Darden posted that thing, we have some girls in the comment section that will go like, God, why? Are they sticks? Are they this? Are they that? And all of that. You can see it's audio money, fake life. Some of them will gift they will give themselves car. They'll buy car for themselves or even go to these car dealers and make a deal with them, give them something small and say, let me just use this car for like 30 minutes or, for just this surprise and all of that will return it. Fake life. Fake life. Okay, so which one is a girl's game and that Diadem needs to return the money? It does not even make sense. Now, according to Diadem, she returned the money immediately and she even, she showed the receipt. Do you understand? Now, that's where you might think, okay, maybe this is just a simple misunderstanding over 5 million naira. But no, no, no. Because Dabota responded after Diadem said those things. Okay, now, and Dabota's response opened another new chapter. It did not just end. You get? Dabota challenged Diadem over the money issue and said, in essence, if we are going to talk about money, then let's talk about everything. Okay, so this is where the whole thing started. She claimed that she has spent well over 5 million naira celebrating Diadem, including spraying money at her birthday, bringing other people who also sprayed her, and even making souvenirs for the birthday as a friend. Okay, I really don't know what friendship is all about these days. Okay, I really don't know what friendship is all about these days. Okay, because now you gave somebody fake money and say return it, and okay, then you spent a lot of money on her, and you know what? Let's just continue. So now we have money issue. Okay, there's money issue because Diadem is saying this, Dabuta is saying this. Now, Dabota also questioned Adam about money. She allegedly borrowed from her, okay, and allegedly took months to repay. Okay, this is Dabota saying that I borrowed you money, okay, and it took you a long time to pay me back my money. But Dabota didn't stop there. She went further. And this is where Churchill's name entered the matter. Okay. Now, who is Churchill? For those who might not know, if you know actress, Nollywood actress Tonto Dike, I don't know if she still acts movie right now. She's not a pastor. All right, the ex-husband, that's Churchill. Okay, I think that's the only that's the I mean, I think that's the simplest way to talk about him. All right, so I don't know how else to describe him. Now, Dabota allegedly accused Diadem of having a romantic relationship with Churchill while maintaining a friendship with her. Now, Dabota also claimed that she helped Churchill and Diadem, get visas, okay, to process their visas for a trip to Bali. So the both of them, Churchill and Diadem, went to Bali based on what Dabota is saying, that she was the one who helped them to process the visa. Wow. This is allegations upon allegations. Now, Diadem came back with her own response because it's you say your own, I reply you, okay? Now, Because Dada basically said, I've never denied knowing Churchill. So after what Dabota said, she's not saying, I don't know this man. She acknowledged knowing Churchill. But then she turned the conversation back to Dabota. And this is where she mentioned Eyi Ogbebo. Okay? Eyi Ogbebo. Now, Diadem alleged that Churchill had rejected Dabota's friend, Eyi. All right, that he likes Churchill and would like to get down with Churchill, like maybe have a relationship and all of that. I really don't know why these women, and they're all of them, they're always fair. You get fair looking women. I really don't know what is in that man. What is a lot of people had things to say and all of that, boy. What? I mean, why? Why? I mean, how did he get into this conversation, Mr. Churchill? What's going on? What's going on? What is with you and Lagos buddies and fair women? Okay, why are these women throwing themselves at you? Why? Why? Please, if you know why, just put in the comment section. It's not a celebrity, he's a businessman, right? And is it money? I don't know. I really don't know. Okay. Now, like Diadem said, she dragged A into this and said that, Churchill has rejected AE and that Dabota had spent quite some time trying to make something happen between them. Don't forget that Dabota was the one who processed visas for Churchill and what's it called? Diadem. Now she's trying to link up based on what Diadem is saying. Allegedly, please, I'm not the one that said it. All right, so she's now trying to link up Churchill and AE. Okay, AE. Wow. Now, Diadem also claimed that Dabota had tried to introduce Diadem to Churchill herself, but Diadem said that she already told Dabota, I know him. You get? She was trying to do the link up, but what's it called? Diadem said, I already know this person. Why are you introducing me to someone that I already know? And based on what Diadem said, this was part of the thing that actually contributed to the breakdown of their friendship. Okay, we're talking about 5 million, talking about how much I've helped you as my friend, and now we're talking about Churchill, and we're talking about AE. And you know that once AE's name enters into this, AE is not going to sit this one out. It's not possible. It's not possible. I mean, hey God. Now, because AE came out responding to Diadem, and AE basically said she had never had the kind of personal. You know what? Let me allow you. Let's listen to this voice recording together.
See, Diola, are you stupid? You rat! Have you forgotten how I met you like 13 years ago? How you used to those men when I carried you to you? You went there to go and clean up and are you stupid? Do you want to put me in this? That Churchill? Are you mad? The only reason I would even go out and be in the same space with you rats is because of my friend Dabota. You from the pit of hell. I want Dabota about you. I always told Dabs that you are a slime and a rat. Jola, when I started eating money, you were still in the slums. You chicken. Are you stupid? Do I even know Churchill? You're the one that was Churchill even did visas. Are you stupid? Is that why you blocked me on Instagram? So because you know the evidence is there, thunder fire you. Jola, I will not talk to you on Instagram. Anywhere you see me outside, be running. I will beat you. Nothing will happen. I will beat you like a baby. No, don't try it. You are too small. Do not dare. Do not try it.
I mean, AE said, me and you, I mean, what's going on? Things even got hotter. You can see the way AE was fuming in that voice recording. And, she said a whole lot. Now, if you're thinking that it's only AE that is entering into this conversation, no. Another person got into this conversation. That is Bernie. All right. Bernie can be described as a former friend of Diadem. I mean, she came out and said she had been quiet about her experience with Diadem for a long time. Now, according to Bernie, she and Diadem were once extremely close. She claimed that she supported Diadem genuinely and introduced her to certain things because she considered her a friend. But Bernie allegedly alleged that, later She later began hearing that Diadem was discouraging people from working with her and speaking negatively about her behind her back. Now, not quite long, I read a post from Diadem saying that that was not what happened. That when Dabota came, she was not that close. Diadem wasn't that close to, what's it called, to Dabota. Dabota was trying to, get Diadem to work. And Diadem said, okay, I already signed with another brand. I won't be able to do that for now. So she now said that she said it was even Dabota that asked her about Bernie. And she said, well, this is this and this. She's not really into things like that, I don't know if she's going to be interested and blah, blah, blah. Before you know that maybe Dabota linked up with Bernie, still, how this business thing goes. Like, okay, I'll still check out this girl, that she didn't discourage. She just said that I don't know if she's going to be interested. I don't know if she's going to do blah, based on what Diadem said, right? Dabota now went to tell Bernie that, Dabota, what's it called? What's it called? Diadem was the one saying this and all of that. So, that when she said, how did she? Okay, she said that the way Dabota said it to was Bernie was adding salt and pepper, trying to, exaggerating the whole thing. So this made Bernie to be upset, and people really dragged Diadem that period and all of that. That was not what happened. And she tried making peace with Bernie. She tried reaching out, trying to make peace, trying to make them meet, but Bernie wasn't, making it easy. So she just left her, and, narratives were just flying, and she wasn't really happy with that and all. All right. Now, Bernie basically said that she had reached the point where she felt she needed to speak. Okay. Now, Diadem did not exactly welcome Benny's intervention. Diadem was like, nah, this is not about you. Just hold on. I'm going to have time for you. She dismissed it and basically questioned why Benny was involving herself in the matter, that this has nothing to do with you. You just hold on, let this saga pass. I'm going to have time with you and we're going to talk it out. Now, at this point, you can see how quickly the whole thing had expanded, because it started with Diadem and Dabota. Then money came in. Then the bigger issue came in. Churchill came in. A came in. Benny came in. I mean, and, this is why I think people need to be careful about looking at this simply, oh, two women are fighting. No, there appears to be, history here. And interestingly, this isn't even completely out of nowhere. Diadem and Dabota, Sophia Momodu were all parts of the third season of The Real Housewives of Lagos. And, viewers already saw tensions involving some of these women doing the show. So it's not just out of nowhere. There were confrontations. So now what stood out for me in the whole of this thing is that, from Dabota's response was the issue of jealousy and success. Now, Dabota alleged that Diadem's attitude towards her changed after Dabota secured 10,000 US dollars in funding for something Diadem had also applied for. You get, like, Dabota applied for it and it was 10,000. Now, based on what the information online, I think that them was telling Dabota that, 10,000 US dollars, that's actually small. Why would you ask for 10,000 US dollars? Diadem also went ahead to steal. You get, asked for the same 10,000 US dollars after telling the other person that it's too small and all of that. Now, that is Dabota's account, right? Diadem has her own account of why the friendship ended. And in all honesty, when we look at things like this, I don't think for it to have escalated this way, I do not think there was real love. Okay, for me, I do not think there was real love from the beginning, because no matter how it is, if you love somebody, okay, if you love somebody and it didn't work out, you will not come out and make a mess. You will not come out and spill everything. People really spill things out like this should be avoided. To me, I don't care who you are. I just feel should be avoided, because now you're not just posting these things for your family and friends. And a lot of people had things to say about this. Some people were like, hey, you of all people, why are you the one calling that them all of these names? Auntie, that we know you and all of that. It's actually a very shameful thing, because this is actually very embarrassing. When you look at these women are, they are not small. They're not small. And we have some women feeling disappointed in the comment section saying that, oh, they are my role models. I was looking up to them. Listen, you can look at what someone is doing and all of that, learn from them and all of that. But I don't know how some of us just choose role models and all, right? But it's actually sad that these people can come out to say all these things about themselves and spill this dirty, disgusting secret. Like, okay, you do this, and saying all sort of things. It's I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know because it's not really does not really look good. Okay. And A is saying that don't bring me into something that doesn't concern me. Yes, that then really did wrong by bringing A into all of that. A had no business because A and Dabota were friends. Okay, they are the friends, and A was trying to say that who are you? Like me and you, we can't even stay in the same room, and all of that, right? But that them shouldn't have brought A into this. The issue is between you and what's it called, Dabota. So you bring in A into all of that. It's not needed. Okay, now I saw that they said A said that what's it called. Dadem said she's done. People said done. It's not possible. You can't be done. No, done for where? You started something, so we gonna finish it. Now that you have dragged A into all of that, I do not think this matter is just gonna go like that. Well, I might be wrong. Okay, I do not think he's gonna go like that, but I might be wrong. But I don't know. And I also saw a video of, Diadem and Jarvis having a conversation. So Jarvis was like, do you have friends in, Lagos and all of that? She said no, she does not do Lagos friendship. Get and she mentioned one person's name. I think the person is in the abroad, okay? She said, that's my sweetheart friendship and all of that. So Dabota chatted her up. I said, why would you do that? She now said, no, you know how those people do. And I'm like, when you say you don't do Lagos friendship, what happened to? I guess maybe, like I said, there's no real love. And maybe one person is really maybe carrying the old friendship sometimes. And it does not last. And so it's only but a little while before the whole thing collapses. All right. So I guess maybe the friendship was one sided to me. I think it was one sided. Now, another question that is left hanging is what exactly is the relationship between Diadem and Churchill? That's a question I know a lot of people want to know. And of course, we have people who are speculating already. But let me know your thought about this in the comment section. All right, don't forget to give this video a like, kindly subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Stay safe out there. Be good. Jesus loves you, and bye for now.